Danny, CT Hezzy, welcome back to the show.
Hey guys, thank you so much again. Really appreciate you guys having me back on.
Danny, you are playing from home. How are you feeling today?
Feeling confident, but also respecting my opponent, not overly confident. This is one of the greats. This is one of the great Play Now Online players, and I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having us.
All right, let's get into it. It's the Denver Nuggets versus the Miami Heat. She has a coin. You're gonna flip it into my hand so we can...
I do. Okay, let's try this. It's a big coin.
Okay, here we go. CT Hezzy, you make the call, heads or tails.
And it's a serious look this Indiana team had as they arrived at the arena, getting set to do battle on enemy turf. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, plus reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Toronto shifting younger last season had an effect, and Pascal Siakam said, quote, "No matter what you can say about the Raptors, it's always about winning. Since I've been here, that's who we are, and that's all we do." And Brian, with the 2019 title and the Raptors, they're looking to return to those lofty heights.
Boy, some great young talent, Allie. Thanks for that. And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And now Indiana's starting group. Halliburton at point next to Duarte. They're the backcourt. Neesmith out there with Miles Turner. And it's Hield in at the 3 spot. And for Toronto, the forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. Pass to Duarte. Back to Hield. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Boy, Hield usually does his work on the perimeter. How about that finish inside?
Siakam, pass to VanVleet. Here's Barnes, and a great assist by VanVleet as that one goes.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Hield on the wing. Here's Neesmith. Pass to Halliburton. Buries it from 3.
What you love about Tyrese Halliburton is the consistency from the perimeter. This guy can make deep shots. Guys, you think about the Indiana Pacers, a team that has had several coaching changes of late, and obviously that kind of inconsistency has no doubt played a part in their recent struggles.
Now here's Hield. Here's Duarte. To the right side. A good look from Turner. Unable to get that one. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Well, the Pacers hired Rick Carlisle as their coach for the second time, by the way, in the summer of 2021.
That's exactly right, B.A. Remember, Coach Carlisle was quite successful here between 2003 and 2007. Then he moved on to be the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks for 13 years. Obviously a championship coach that one year with Dirk Nowitzki. I think the Pacers optimistic Coach Carlisle can help speed up this rebuild.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
And the basket by Halliburton.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch and shoot situations. No hesitation.
Now here's Barnes. Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. Takes a 13-footer. And again, no good by Toronto. The Pacers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And it's Hield, missing. Siakam against Hield. And Siakam, here we go. Siakam gets double. Hurdle, that drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam.
Well, brought up in an unselfish system, Pascal Siakam takes great pride keeping his teammates involved.
Pass to Duarte. Back to Hield. 5 to shoot. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Barnes.
This guy is so good at baiting defenders into the contact. Buddy Hield doing work offensively.
Yeah, and for the Pacers, things had gotten stale. So they bring in a new coach in Rick Carlisle, a new potential star in Tyrese Halliburton, a fresh start for this franchise.
That's good from Hield. Indiana switching things up recently, going forward in a new direction.
You know, BA, change can be a good thing. Sometimes organizations can get comfortable winning 42, 44 games, losing in the first round. But the Pacers clearly want more. And you know what? I respect that.
Hield hits them both.
For a guy with the shot mechanics of Buddy Hield, you'd love to see him get to the free throw line more, but it's really not his game. He is just a dead-eye three-point shooter.
Now here's Barnes. Siakam outside. The kick out to Van Vliet. Back to Siakam. Shoots over Neesmith. Siakam, no good. Indiana leading. Left side Hield. Pass to Turner. The 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana. For Toronto, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. From 15 feet away. Got a hand on it. Here's Duarte. Anunoby covering to the middle. Oh, Siakam with the block.
Well, there you see the wingspan of Pascal Siakam send it back.
Here's Anunoby. Second shot opportunity. And Siakam with the lay-in.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Sometimes it's hard to believe looking at him now, but Pascal Siakam was drafted late in the first round back in 2016. Think about it. This was the 27th pick at one point.
Changes here for the Raptors. Achua's checked in for Pirtle. Young comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Gary Trent Jr. in for Anunoby. Now here's McConnell.
2 minutes left in the
Pass to Nora.
2 minutes.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Brissett all alone. Rebounded by Trent. Van Vliet with it. Outside Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. Pacers with a rebound.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Nora. No one near him. He's off on that one. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Trent on the wing. .102 left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Barnes. Over McConnell. Kept alive. Barnes, it's good.
Well, that's Scotty Barnes doing one of the things he does best, getting after the offensive glass.
Pass to Nembhard. Back to McConnell. There's 39 seconds left in the first. He gets it in there.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Trent outside. Up top Barnes. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Barnes has got 6 points.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Here's Matherin. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And a missed layup. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Pacers out in front, leading by